RAV4 or RAV4 Hybrid with 4.75 APR financing.
Or lease a gas-powered RAV4 for $299 a month.
Toyota, let's go places.
We're going to get you feeling good this morning because look who has walked in the door. Ed Jones, Katie Coleman with Nutrition World. Good to see you.
Good morning.
So we will tell you, usually when Ed and Katie are here, we're talking something like immune strengthening or things for when you're traveling, that type of thing. You're seeing a lot of intestinal conversations going on, so we're talking about the digestive tract this morning. Is that
Absolutely.
right?
Great
Is that
way.
a polite way
that
to set it up?
That was perfect wording, and that was not even practiced. Intestinal conversation.
Yeah.
Yes, 45 years of watching people have irregular bowels. That's very common. In fact, about 40% of all people over 60 and 16% of the country deals with constipation. Your traditional medical thoughts on this are if you go to the bathroom 3 times a week, basically saying poop, that you're okay. No, you're not. If you think of back to the old days when we used to have goldfish, Katie even remembers at her age, if you didn't clean that tank out within a few days, it started to get cloudy. It was toxic. A few more days, the fish was turning on its side, and a few more, they would be dead. We poison ourselves if we don't go every 24 hours at least. And that's with a substantial bowel movement, not little ones. So, and then secondly, this new drug, the semaglutide drugs for the weight loss, absolutely a time bomb in some people. I'm not saying everybody shouldn't take it. If you have a risk of obesity that's causing a quicker mortality, then it's worth it. But for these people who just want to look better with that drug, you're losing muscle mass faster than anything you can. That's what you lose when you lose weight, but it's paralyzing the intestinal tract of some people. That's why you don't want to eat as much. That's not healthy. You're being toxic like the goldfish. So, you know, that's where I'm very, very scared. And if people want to test their transit time, what is that? That's the amount of time it takes for the time you eat that food, the time it comes out. You don't know that unless you take charcoal capsules. You take about 6 of these one single time with a big meal. You just watch in the bowels because they're going to be solid black to a blackness that you are not used to. You will then know, oh, it was 24 hours. That's pretty good. 18 would be best. But if it's 48 hours, you're poisoning yourself, again, like the goldfish.
Okay, so wait a minute. If you're watching this morning and you're not taking a weight loss drug,
Yep.
okay, and you think, oh, this conversation doesn't really apply to me. It might not. You're not saying this applies to everybody.
No, if you go every day and just substantial, you're fine.
Okay.
Do something else right now. But 60% of the country isn't like that.
And then did I hear you say, and Katie, you'll just have to jump in because you know Ed and I'll just talk. But did you say that some people are not going but every 10 days?
I have many women who only go between 6 and 10 days, one substantial time. Awful. And
They must feel so bad.
I know.
Actually, it's like all things with diseases, they get used to it. No, they get bloating, yes, but they're not. After a while, they just think they're okay because the norm became what they are, and it's so unhealthy.
So what does that do to you if you're not releasing that from your body? Is it like a toxin?
It is a toxin that studies show can decrease kidney function, increase the rate of Parkinson's disease, and certainly the microbiome is destroyed, which is the good bacteria that makes the immune system, and the brain chemicals. Anxiety and depression are exacerbated by slow movement of the bowels.
Okay, but then they're going to say, yeah, but I want to be skinny.
There's a price to pay for all quick fixes. I've seen it for 45 years. All the things that I want it now mentality, most people will be sorry on a lot of those decisions. Nature knows best, and that is using green pharmacy, natural remedies, and common sense. Again, there are a few people who need the drug, most people don't.
Okay, so Katie, let's bring you in.
Sure.
What you brought today, you're not offering this as a way to offset the weight loss drug. This
Right.
is a way to treat the side effect
The side
of
effect
it.
of constipation. So with constipation, there's different facets that you're going to want to look at. Make sure you're drinking enough water. You want to make sure you're hydrated. The other thing you want to look at is making sure you're getting enough fiber. Nobody gets enough fiber in their day-to-day. We go about our day, we eat some processed foods, maybe we eat some leafy greens, but they're not substantial enough. We try to aim for about 30 grams of fiber a day. That will be impossible unless you do a supplement addition to your fiber. Now what this is flax, pea, and hemp, all organic fiber sources. That's very important. because things like Metamucil, non-organic, there are lots of toxins in that going through the intestinal tract. We're trying to heal the intestinal tract, so let's go with the cleanest source. This actually has, let's see, 6 grams of fiber here, all from a very, very organic source, like I said. What does fiber do? It actually trains the colon again to have muscle activity, because we need that mass. It's almost like a gym for the colon. So it goes in and says, okay, you've got to do some work now. And then it starts that peristalsis, that movement within the colon. Super, super important. Now, the other thing is, though, if someone is totally constipated, fiber could actually constipate them more. So I don't want to confuse anybody with that statement. But if someone was already impacted and then added fiber, they're not going to be in a good situation. So what someone may need to get moving is actually an herbal laxative. An herbal laxative is going to be a stool softener to help go in and soften while the fiber's doing the activity within the colon.
So both.
So
you
they
need
work
both.
exactly. They
And
work
it
really
should not
well
contain
together.
senna. Should not contain senna.
So I mean,
this doesn't.
this
Senna
does
is very
become
harsh, and so it can cause some
Addictive
behavior. For
It
the
does
colon.
become an awkward conversation for a lot of people, but you need them to be honest then if they're coming in and talking, because
Absolutely.
you use the word impacted. If you don't know how long it's been, you can't know if that's a likelihood or not.
Oh,
Is that
exactly.
correct?
And I was reading earlier, millions of dollars spent in the healthcare system for people once they get impacted, because then they have to go to the ER, they've got to go hospital visits, all of it. We can stop that through the right use of things. So again, this has the right type of magnesium, magnesium hydroxide, which puts water in the stool, along with some other stool softening herbs.
Okay.
The last piece of this puzzle, and really what we're talking about here are these 3 items, because this was created by Brenda Watson. Brenda Watson, 35 years in our industry researching the gut and the microbiome and the intestines.
So long before this particular magnitude of it was needed,
absolutely.
it was being, okay, go ahead.
Absolutely, and that's the focus of her entire company, which is this Vital Flora, Vital Planet company. So she makes actually the strongest probiotic on the market. Probiotics are going to feed our good microbiome, our good bacteria. 70% of our serotonin's made in our gut. We need this to help break down food, to make a proper immune system response. So there are specific ones. She makes a men one, she makes a women's one. So there's going to be one that's a little bit more targeted for urinary, vaginal health, and the GI tract, and then one for men.
Okay, I have less than 2 minutes, so I do have a quick question. If you are somebody watching, I have 1 minute left. If you're somebody watching and you are wanting to lose some weight, you're on the fence about kind of what to do, your diet might not be the absolute best out there, could these still be beneficial to you to try to help a natural effort?
They could be. I think they're not the answer for losing weight. I think
Okay.
they're the answer more for getting the health back into a good chemistry, getting the
Okay.
constipation relieved. I think one would be making a wellness consultation with our wellness consultants at the store to set up a healthy diet plan, get on the weight loss machine, and see how we could help set up a customized plan.
Okay.
And we are giving away, as long as we have these, $20 book from Brenda Watson on the gut, how to maintain healthy gut, and what do they do and how to do it. It's $20 value for nothing if they mention your show.
Oh, okay. Well, mention 3+U. Here's where you'll find them. Nutrition World on Lee Highway. They've been around how many years, Ed?
45.
NutritionW.com is their website.
Ascension Living provides services and amenities to our residents.
It's such a close-knit group. It's so much like family.
Why wouldn't you want to live here too? Come home to Ascension Living.
Linderman's is offering luxury sleep with Sealy Posturepedic, all split king adjustable beds now $500 off. Elevate your comfort, silence the snores, and ease acid reflux symptoms with innovative adjustable beds. All queen or king Sealy adjustable hybrids now $200 off. Shop our affordable 13-inch queen Euro tops at $399 and king sizes at $599. With free local delivery and free disposal of your old mattress, shop local with Linderman's Furniture, North Georgia and Chattanooga's best kept secret.
Title Max got your money, your real money.
Get started at TitleMax.com and turn your title into cash. Get up to $6,500 today using your car title. Most credit types accepted.
I got $5,000 in my car title from TitleMax.com.
Visit TitleMax.com today to find out how much you can get.